How's it going, everybody? David Hedge here, House Hedge Gaming, and today we're going to be unboxing Epic 7 Arise, the board game from Japanime Games. Now, right off the bat, love the artwork in this game, and I can't wait to see what's inside. Now, this is a game that I found at Gen Con. I didn't pick it up from the event itself, so I did the next best thing, ordered it when I got home, came in, and now I'm going to open it up and show you what's inside. So this game from Japanime Games, I'm a huge fan of their games that they have. Everything from the Sushi Boat game to Tato-Kori. They do a lot of deck building games. So for this one being a role-playing game in a box based off of an MMORPG is really something that I've been wanting to check out. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. All right. Oh, yeah. First off, again, love the artwork. Got a little box cover here. And this is going to be more or less a product review. Anytime you see an unboxing for a board game, will be a review of the contents, the quality of it and everything, what I think about it. And then later, we'll get into some gameplay in the future. So just to give you that heads up, anytime you see an unboxing video for a board game, that's what this is. All right, so we have the rule book here. Shows you everything you get. Oh, I can't wait to get these minis. So everything that you get in the game, but it also goes over the gameplay and the setup. And for this kind of game, seeing this like 20 some pages, not even that. So you got a 15-page rule book, and that means this game is going to end up being really friendly to new players. So this is basically like a beginner type almost of a role-playing game where you get to choose a character and go through a story. So we have that here. We have the little divider here. Almost look like an old school VHS. For those of you who don't know, and maybe of a younger generation, a VHS tape was something that had a film going from one reel to another. And from those spools, you would actually see the video, and then you have to kind of rewind, but that's a different story. But this was just to cover up some of the other components you have in the game. So you got skill point cards here. We have different character cards, it looks like. I don't want to go too much into opening these because I know that there's going to be a lot of people out there. If you'll get the game, this is a storyline game where you'll get to each one of these different scenarios, chapters throughout your gameplay. So I don't really want to go too much into these smaller decks, but I definitely want to look at the big chonkers right here in a second. But I do love it that each one of these have different episodes. Episode 1, A New Beginning, The Fearless Girl, The Encroaching Shadow, A White Flower Blooming in Winter, A Dream in the Mist, and Requiem of the Dead. So you have 8 chapters total in this box here. So you have 8 different scenarios you get to go through. All right, so right here we have the different crystals that you will be getting. Let's actually open this up here. So you have 3 different ones here. Chances are these are like 3 different types of currency or 3 different types of elements. We have a whole bunch of standees, which tells me that for this one, you have the big bads, and you're going to have some of the smaller guys be smaller villains you'll have to go against, like the henchmen and all, but this means that there's going to be a lot of other stuff going in. We'll probably get that when we get to the bottom of this. We have our little meeples here. We have some little colorful dice, probably for combat reasons. But let's take a look at these chonkers right here. All right. So I don't know anything about the characters yet. When I do, you will definitely hear about it, but good gracious, this thing looks marvelous. I'm always a sucker for a good-looking MIDI, and this is terrific. You got, like, basically, it looks like a bit of a hydra, lizard, scorpion, centipede thing. I would not want to run into this in any type of a campaign. And then we have a cobra here. And looks like a bit of a summoner type character there. Looks like we have looks like a witch. Maybe an undead witch, but either way, love the sculpt on that. Love the flow of the dress. And then we finally have this deadly warrior here with one heck of a scythe. And yeah, all four of these minis just look amazing, right off the bat. Like, again, I'm a sucker for miniature games, and this is definitely one I am very happy I got. Alright, so let's set those aside, and let's take a look at some of the other ones here. And, oh, there we go. So they're basically stacked on top of each other, which is fine. Alright, so let's show you some of these here. So we have, looks like some tree folk. Like, love a little bit of detail on the mouth here and the face. Really like that. We have some of the most adorable little mice. Actually, no, I do apologize. Don't think those are mice. Those may be cats. But either, nah, I mean, they're cats because they got the pointy ears. If I am mistaken, again, don't know the characters on this. When you do see the tutorial video on this game, chances are you're gonna be seeing a lot of my bads, and I'm sorry that I mislabeled some of these characters. But I do love that this thing is ready to go with the shield and sword. One you don't want to mess with. Next, let's see if we can get this little guy out. This looks like a one bloated Battletoad. Not the ones from the 80s video game. But he's ready to go. And then we have the different heroes that you get to choose from, it looks like, with these silver ones here. And this guy definitely, he may be a hero, but boy, does he not look like a hero at all. Okay, that's the helmet. For a second there, I thought there was like a Minotaur type deal going on, but that's just the helmet. But that looks really nice. All right, and we have this little warrior here. We have another one right here. Like, each one has like different, like, each one will have different styles of combat and everything. This, I'm going to take it to be like a mage, almost. Maybe a bard type deal. Alright, and then we have that, well, okay, she's sitting on something. For a second there, I thought there was like mech type deal, but it looks like she is sitting on a book, which tells me that's your magic user right there. And then we have the... I'm going to say that this one is proficient with blades and swords. I could be wrong, but either way, I love the way this looks. All right, next one. We have, looks like another magic user here. Very nice. And all these, the plastic on these are really nice. Like, it's very sturdy, too. Like, they're not going to break anytime soon. And then we have a good old-fashioned knight paladin type character. Now let's put that there. We're going to put this to the side. And we have, okay, so we have like little identifiers for each person so you know which character you're using. But at the same time, there's still a whole bunch of stuff to identify which one's which. Alright, so we have this big rock golem looking dude. I wouldn't want to mess with him in the desert. Looks like he would mess me up. Like, imagine if I got in a ring with him. I'd lose. Hands down. And then let's take a look at the... What are you? Okay, so we got some sort of snake-like demons. Either way, like, these look really nice. I love these. Like, I really do like those guys. And then let's take a look at... well, hold on. Well, Japanime, I'll be getting in contact with you a little bit because it looks like this guy lost his head. If this is actually a headless warrior, cool. I'll double check in the book, but chances are, this guy definitely has a head up on the situation. He does not. But you know what? I could still use that miniature for something else. It's perfectly fine. There's D&D campaigns that a headless warrior looking for his lost helmet might come in handy for that. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look, see what else is in here. So we have a couple of the starter boards here for the castle and for the dungeon. So you have where you're going to be starting at. As always, do not eat these. And let's open up this. Alright, so if I can. Alright, busting it open here. Alright, so it looks like we have the different villains here. We have, or actually this might be the hero. No, definitely not a, well, again, we'll find out when I get to learn to play. So we have Nilgal, Arbiter, Vildred, the Banshee Queen, and Sigrid. Looks like we have different shield breaks, pluses on attacks, potions, it looks like. Flip it on over. We have the story cards. Okay, so we have the place where you put your story card, skill point cards, artifact cards, and your potions. I was right on that. And it looks like these are the health dials for those characters on the other side. Alright, now we go to the next one here. And, well, that just popped out. If you want to know, these are easy to pop out. No problems whatsoever. Alright, so now we have these, which give you pluses to your attacks, plus to your defense. ... We'll look at those in a minute. So the characters, so the Ents are Frosted Silvas. We got Steel Rubettas, which are like the big golem looking things. We have the Swordsmen. We have the Blood Ridge Naga. Yeah, that fits 100%. And we have the health dials for those. Okay, so they have the health dials ready to go for them. Awesome, love that. All right, so yeah, I'll be asking about you later. All right, so it looks like we have some rubies here. We have different types of other modifiers, maybe, or they may be part of the scenarios. I don't know. All right, so it looks like these are foxes then. All right, so foxes, mighty soldiers, which adorable. Mudflux, little toads. The international sign of, well, you're done. Flip these over, and yeah, we got the little life counters here, and it looks like the bold ones are where they start their health, unless the game mechanic says otherwise. We will find out about you later, but you look amazing. All right, so flip this over. So you have your place for your enemy attack cards, the enemy card itself, enemy attack and enemy cards, and you have different notches here. Might be the number of turns they're on, stuff like that. But I really love like that. That looks like a bad Mamma Jamma right there. Second cousin to Phyrexia, 3 times removed on the Elish Norn side, probably. To cross promote a little bit. Not a sponsor. So, but I really love that artwork though. All right, so we're gonna set that aside. Please do not fall. I appreciate that. You get a lot of stuff in here for what you pay for. I'll tell you that right now. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. So it looks like a lot of this is going to be the field parts of the board when you set up your gameplay for each scenario. Just open this up here. Set that aside. All right, so we have outside. Okay, so we have the ruins, which are these 4 areas here, which again, in case you want to know, easy to punch out, and the cardboard's very sturdy on these. All right, so we have ruins there. Just put you back in the box. Looks like we have a ruins, forest, and desert tiles. That'll make up the gameplay here. And I guess these will be like number of monsters you might encounter in the game. So let's see. This one here is the dungeon. Definitely looks like a dungeon. I would get lost in this. Alright, so there's that. So here's more of the ruins? No, forest. Okay. And chances are you get the mix with these two, which would be pretty cool. Alright, so we have the ruins here, and then we have the castle. Alright, so that is all the components here. Again, I'm not going to go into this stuff here. I'm not going to go into these. I'm not going to go into these here. Looks like the cards are really well made for the game. Actually, these are skull cards. I'm going to open these up. I just don't want to do too much of a spoiler for anybody who wants to get this game. because I would hate that too. If you're getting into a game and all of a sudden you have people spoiling it, it'd be like, yeah, like spoiling a good movie or even a bad movie. If you spoil a bad movie, at least you save yourself some time. But this game, though, looks really good. All right, so we just have the skill points. And oh, that's actually pretty sturdy. Like, these are really good card stock for these. Two different kinds. And these are enemy attack cards and things like that. We're just going to leave these set aside. All right, and finally, let us open up. I know what this. Okay, so let's go back to this. We did not see anything that needed these standees. The reason why is that this one, there's two versions of this game. One that comes with just cardboard standees. The other one comes with the miniatures. I don't know why they still give you the bag here of the standees if you just got the miniatures. That's always thrown me off a little bit. But you know what? I guess they want to cover their bases just in case they throw in the wrong thing and not the miniatures, and they just throw in the cardboard pieces. So I understand that, but at the same time, to me, it's a little bit of a waste. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. That's Japanime's decision. All right, finally, we have the characters. We have Assyria, the Sword of Flowers. So, yep, I was right. Sword expert right there. We have Crow. Victory and honor are always mine. Very confident. We have Mercedes. If that is your will, I will obey. So I love it. It looks, yeah, definitely your spellcaster here. With Divine Bolt, Dimensional Rupture, and Blazing Eye of Call. That's Call. I'm guessing. We have Yuna. Don't worry, I can fix it. Cool, like a little artificer type feel to that one. We have Destinia. I am the Saint of Light. That you are. You look very saintly. Next, we have Dark Corvus. You can't stand against me. No, sir, I would not want to, and definitely would be a pain in the butt to go against that guy. We have Luna. Dragon Twilight, I will shatter you. These guys seem more like villains, but you know what? I'm not going to argue with them. And then finally, we have Raz. Or Rez. Fate is on my side. Yes, it is, young man. It definitely is on your side. And you got like the little story backgrounds for each of the characters. That's pretty cool as well. So I get to look into these characters, look into this world, and that is what you get inside of the Epic 7 Arise game. And I got to tell you, this is well worth your money. If you're looking for a game that is a story-driven game, you have 8 chapters to go through, a lot of different monsters to face, and best of all, it's amazing artwork, and it has some magnificent miniatures that you can encounter throughout your time playing this game. But that has been, again, Epic 7 Arise by Japanime Games, and we will definitely be having a learn to play and play through because this can be done as a single player game, and I cannot wait to show you how to play it. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you like it, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let everyone know that House Hedge Gaming is here for all of your gaming needs. So until next time, everyone, stay safe and take care, my friends.